Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have behind me two very fine young people here. Let's meet them and see what they're up to.
Hi, I'm Joe Kennedy.
I'm Danielle Miller.
Okay, and where are you guys from?
Upper St. Clair, of course.
Scott Township.
Scott Township, a.k.a. Chartiers Valley, but that's okay. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are proud of you, what you've accomplished in high school. Who would you like to say hello to?
Probably just my mom and my dad and my family, just saying thanks for putting up with me all these years.
Would you like to say hello to anybody?
Hi, Mom and Dad.
You're going to be graduating sooner, or you have graduated already. You're going to be graduating here in the next couple of days. What are your plans after high school?
I'll be going to Pitt to study engineering.
Great. And what are you up to?
I am up at CCAC just doing the basic classes.
Okay, awesome. What do you think you'll miss most about high school?
Oh, Lord. That would probably be just watching the morning videos, just seeing what they came up with.
Oh, that's always an interesting and a fun thing for sure. It is, for sure. Well, good luck to you guys, and have a great evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have behind me some wonderful young people. Let's find out who they are.
Jenna Sefaian,
Brittany Lasetta.
Amy Anderson, Maggie Durr,
Alexis DeFranco.
Matt Argento, Rob Schneid, Kevin Ridge, Chris LaBelle, David Court.
Everybody out there, I'm sure, would like to know what your plans are after high school, and some of you will be graduating here soon. Tell us what you're going to be doing.
I'm going to Kent State University,
I'm going to the University of Pittsburgh.
Washington Jefferson College.
I'm going to Penn State Barron next year.
I am a sophomore, and I didn't graduate from a particular.
I'm going to Lafayette College,
Embry-Riddle University,
Elon University,
Queens University,
Penn State University Park.
Certainly a lot of people are proud of your accomplishments, even our young ladies, sophomore here. Go ahead and take and send a shout out.
I want to say hi to my mama and my papa, and my sister Hannah, and my brother Aziz, and the rest of my family.
My mom, my dad, my sister sometimes. Hey, Amy. There you go.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Adam, Molly, and the Ridges.
I'd like to say hi to my parents and my brothers Matt, Tim, and Brendan, and my sister Lexi, and the Schneids and the Woomers.
Hi, Mom, and my brother Dan.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, Casey, Diane, Gus, Sammy, Nanu, Nana, Grandma, Grandpa, and everybody else.
I want to say hi to my mom, my dad, my brother and sister, the Woomers, and the Durr family, especially Matthew.
I want to say hi to my mom, dad, abuela, abuelo, my siblings, and the Anderson family, and Ellen Argento.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, dad, and Dave.
Hi, Mom, Dad, James, and Jim.
I'm sure there's been a lot of memories you've had in high school, and I want to ask you now what you think you'll miss the most. And again, we know we have a young lady here who will still be attending the Upper St. Clair University. Or where do you go? You don't go to school? North. Wow, folks, I have to bring this up. We have a North Allegheny Lady Tiger and a Mount Lebanon Lady Blue Devil. Interesting group. All three powerhouses.
I'm going to miss the library. And the librarian's telling me to shut up.
Go Levo.
Probably the lacrosse team.
I'm the Pantherettes and going to Disney. So.
I'm going to miss getting yelled at by Mrs. Zapp a lot.
The hockey team.
Mrs. Rensselaer.
Football games and Mrs. Argento.
Probably playing in the football games.
Okay, yeah, folks, have a wonderful evening. Thanks. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have behind me here 6 fine young men and women. Let's meet who these people are.
Michelle Zooks. Chelsea Lane. Julia Roman.
Matthew Karashin,
Charlie Wine.
Arvind Prasadan.
A lot of folks out there, I'm sure, are interested in what your plans are for after high school, which will be here in a few days. Share that with us.
I'm going to go to MIT. I'm going to attend Yale.
I'll have 2 more years in Switzerland when I go back.
Going to the University of Michigan.
I'm actually attending a performing school that will train me to be in the circus, Barnum and Bailey's. So,
I'll be at Pitt next year.
There's a lot of people out there that are proud of you, so you can say a few shout-outs.
I want to thank my parents and all my friends and teachers who've made high school a really rewarding experience.
I second Michelle's comment, particularly laying emphasis on my mother. Thank you so much, and hello to my animals, and all my teachers and neighbors and anyone else who may be watching.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to my host family, my friends here, und een groot zaal in de Schweiz, meine richtige Familie. Danke.
I'd like to say thanks to my family, especially my brother, who has motivated me tremendously, and to Pete Zafiropoulos, my neighbor, who just passed away about 3 days ago.
I want to thank my parents, my brother, and Allie. I never would have made it through high school without you. So, thank you very much.
My parents and my grandmother especially, my friends, and all the great teachers I've had in the past 4 years.
Certainly a lot of fond memories of being an Upper St. Clair Panther. Share with us what you'll miss most or remember most?
I think the thing they'll remember most is searching through the history book for references to wolves.
I really enjoyed the French exchange, and doing the French exchange was a life-changing experience because I spent my junior year abroad in Lyon, France. So I think that will stay with me for a very long time, as will Miss Cecilia's AP English class.
I'll never forget the track team. It was an amazing time. And this whole semester that I spent at Upper St. Clair, it was really cool.
So one of the things I'll miss most is definitely Free Mod 1-2 in Margie's room. It is awesome. And I'd also like to thank just the rifle team too. And I'm going to miss you guys tremendously. Thank you.
Being the school mascot, I think that's what I'm going to miss most of all.
I miss the free mods, like Matt said, in 1-2 Marge's room. This is great fun, I think. And I probably miss like all the great teachers I've had, especially like Dr. Ferlini. I see him every single day during homeroom. He's probably the best homeroom teacher I could ask for. Free coffee, best person to talk to, I think. And all the friends I've made, and just like all the great classes I've taken, all the people I've met.
Okay, great. Thanks, folks. Have a wonderful evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have behind me some wonderful young people. Let's meet them.
Hi, my name's Claudia Escrivens, and next year I'm gonna be going back to.
Just saying your name. Kristen Hulesky, Grace Highland, Kara Force, Abby Michaelak.
Danny Sherman, Eric Seach,
Brian Coonahan, Rob Senge, Mason Schaefer.
Okay. Next year, most of you will be graduating, but just share with us what your plans are after high school.
Next year I'm going back to Pantherland.
I will be attending the University of South Carolina. I'll be playing basketball at Pittsburgh Johnstown.
I'll be going to CCAC to study forensic nursing.
I'll be returning to Bethel Park High School.
A missionary work program in Denver. Going to the University of Pittsburgh.
I'll be attending the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown. I'm going to the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown. I'll be attending the University of Pittsburgh from Johnstown.
There's a lot of people that are proud of you. Just if you want to say a quick shout out to some of those people, you can do that now.
I just want to say hi to my parents and my friend Abby.
I just want to say hi to my parents and my grandparents who are here to share this with me. I want to say hi to my whole family, my parents, my mom, dad, the Coonahans, Emily working the camera, and the whole basketball team.
I'd like to say hi to my whole family and my dogs, Tyler and Abby.
Just want to say thank you to my mom and dad.
My family, my mom, my dad, my sister.
My mom, dad, Katie, the Coonahans, Highlands, and the Huleskys, especially Ryan.
Just want to say hi to my family and the Huleskys, especially Ryan and the Highlands. I'd like to say hi to my family, my dog Crosby. I'd love to get a shout out to my family, the Pitt Panthers, everyone out there, everyone that appreciates me. Thank you.
A lot of fond memories, I'm sure, of the last several years for you guys at Pantherland, and we have a Lady Hawk. You can share something with us from Bethel. What will you remember the most or miss the most about high school?
Well, so far my favorite memory is making states with the tennis team.
My favorite memory is going on senior trip with all my friends, hanging out with my best friends Jen and Katie.
I'd have to say winning Whitfield sophomore year, Facebook after the Bethel game, and definitely senior trip.
Senior trip, the hip hop team, and I'm gonna miss room 409.
Just finishing my junior year because I hated it.
Ski bus. Ski bus was real fun.
Senior trip to the Bahamas, senior cruise, and Mr. Watson's class.
Definitely senior trip to the Bahamas, senior cruise, and when Matt Flickinger gave his fly presentation with his fly open. Also when Matt Flickinger gave his fly presentation with his fly open. My favorite memory was definitely video class with Mr. Freilich, and I have no clue. Oh, no, that's it.
Okay, guys, great job. Have a super evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Behind me, as you can see, I have 6 very powerful, wonderful young Panthers. Let's find out who they are.
Christine Schmoyer.
Jessica Little.
Shayla Force.
Mitchell Lewis. Tyler Hogia. Anthony Caruso.
Why don't you tell everybody out here where you are going to go next year, or what your plans are after high school?
I will be attending the University of Dayton and majoring education.
I'm going to Slippery Rock University and also doing education.
I'll still be going to Upper St. Clair for another 2 years.
I'm going to be going to Slippery Rock University and studying accounting.
I'm going to Allegheny College in Meadville.
The University of Dayton, double majoring in accounting and finance.
There's a lot of people that are proud of you out there. Why don't you do a shout out?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, Matt. My grandma. My dog, Lucy. The Cruces, the Littles, and the Mayos.
I said hi to my mom, my dad, my sister, Andrea, my puppies, and my grandparents, and the Hogia family.
My mom, my dad, my sister, Steph, and the Lewises.
Say hi to my mom, my dad, the Forces, my aunts and uncles, and my brother and sister.
I'll give out a shout out to my mom, dad, Carly, Matt, my dog Walter, Grammy Aggie, and Grammy, and the Littles.
Give a shout out to Mom, Dad, Christina, Dom, Schmoyers, Hogus, Lewis's, Flanagan's, and everyone else out there.
There's no question there's been a lot of fond memories or a lot of things you've really enjoyed. Why don't you share with everyone one or two of the things you'll either miss most or remember most about Upper St. Clair?
I love senior cruise and senior banquet.
My favorite was senior cruise.
I don't have a favorite yet, but I'm going to miss my friends.
I'm going to say a game at Mellon both years, and I'm going to miss the hockey team.
Yeah, I say senior cruise, senior banquet, and the football team.
Senior cruise.
Okay, guys, have a great evening. Good job. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have behind me here some very powerful people from what I can see. Let's find out who they are.
Dana DeSanti.
Brianna Cagney.
Lindsay Pagano.
Natasha Nagpaw. Aubrey Rodrigo.
Ian Keith.
Vince Sortino.
Gary Gaber.
Alex Park.
A lot of folks out there are very interested in what your plans are after high school. Why don't you share that with us?
Penn State.
I'm a junior, so I'll be back.
Ohio University.
The University of South Carolina. Penn State.
Penn State Barron.
I will be attending Pitt.
Penn State Barron. University of New Hampshire.
There's a lot of people out there that are very proud of your accomplishments and the things that you've done in the past several years. This time you can say shout out.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, dad, Jess, Rich, in the parks.
Mom, Dad, Zach, Gabby, Nick, Meme, Pap, and all my friends.
Mom, Dad, Matt, Justin, the Markwells, the Saunders, and the Wagners.
Mom, Dad, Nikita, Nitesh. That's it.
Mom, Ian and the kids, Dad, Ashley, and the Keiths.
My family, the Rodriguez, the Gabers, the Keens, the Scotts, and the Truvers.
My mom, my dad, Nicole, Brittany, Stephanie, Alyssa, my grandparents, Marie Lehman, and that's it.
My mom, my dad, my sister Christy.
Mom, Dad, Nips and Dips, Grandma and Grandpa, Grandma, uncles and aunts, and Ian Keith.
There's no question you have a lot of fond memories of while you're at St. Clair, and a lot of things you'll miss the most. And fortunately, you have another year at the University of Upper St. Clair, so you'll have more memories to come. But share with all of us what you think what you're going to miss the most, or what you may remember the most.
Senior cruise.
Probably the football games.
Probably the football games and just our grade in general.
Senior banquet was fun.
Senior cruise and the football games.
Everything.
Probably everything.
Senior year lacrosse. Just everything, and hi to Sandy's. Forgot to say you guys.
Okay, guys, have a wonderful evening. Great job. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I'm surrounded by nothing but wonderful young Panthers. Let's find out who they are.
Brooke Miller.
Barry Kramer.
Tina Kadok.
Taylor Brown.
Joe Walker.
Ron Tozzi.
Share with everyone what your plans are after high school, which is only in less than 48 hours.
I'm going to Slippery Rock University.
I'm going to the University of Delaware.
I'm going to Duquesne University.
Pitt.
Ithaca College.
University of Pittsburgh.
There's a lot of people out there that are very proud of you that this time you can take a shot at.
We want to say hello to the Tozzi family.
Mom, Dad, Andrew, and the Walkers.
My mom, my dad, my sisters, Melissa and Melina, and the Browns.
My mom, my dad, my stepdad, my family, and the K-Ducks.
I'd like to say hi to my family and Barry's family.
I'd like to say hi to my family, Mrs. Miller, Ayla, and Andrew Kramer.
I'm sure you've had a lot of fun times here at Upper St. Clair. What will you miss the most or remember the most as you leave?
I'm actually a Bethel Park graduate, so my best memory will be graduation.
My best memory will be graduation.
My best memory was going to senior cruise.
My fondest memories would be leaving school early every day.
Nelson's Ledges, trailer season, finger friends, slumber parties.
Graphic Fiction Club.
Okay, great job. Have a wonderful evening, folks. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Behind me, I have 8 terrific young people. Let's meet them.
Sarah Paya. Colleen Campbell.
Amanda Darges. Brace Sarah.
Ferris Abe.
PJ Spence.
Chris Sacco.
Michael Binkley.
There's a lot of people out there that would probably like to know what your plans are after high school. Why don't you share that with us?
Well, I'm a junior, so I'll be going back to Upper St. Clair next year. I'll be going to Cal U University.
I'm a junior. I go to Bethel Park.
I'll be attending Drexel University.
I'm going to Penn State.
I will be hopefully rooming at Penn State with my friend Ferris here.
I'm going to Penn State as well.
Make it 4 Penn State as well.
Nittany Lions are strong in this group. At this time, just say hello to whoever you would like to.
Hello to all my friends and family. Oh, man. Hi, Andrew, Megan, Aaron, Billy, Carrie, Mom, Dad. Hi, everyone. And all my friends and everyone who might be watching this.
I want to say hi to my whole family, my mom, Cody, Jordan, and Shane, and my dad. God bless him.
I'd like to say hi to the Stayrooks, the Darges, the Campbells, the Peos, the Binkleys, the Sirocco's, the Ayubs. Mr. Abe, I know you're watching from up there. God bless you. And I'd like to say hi to my family, Mom, Phil, Simon, Shannon, Rachel, Steve. If you guys are watching for whatever, there's probably something better on. Unless you're waiting for the quarterly, that's cool.
Oh, I'd just like to say hi to my family and friends.
Some of you are getting ready to graduate. Just share with us what you're going to be what you're going to be doing. I already mentioned that. I'm sorry. We'll have to cut that. Yeah, there's a lot of things in high school that you'll remember and miss. Share with us some of those things.
Definitely some of my favorite teachers and faculty members like Mrs. Gallo and Mrs. Bennett and Mr. Bennett and Mr. and Mrs. Willard. AP Physics, that was a ridiculous class, and definitely all the senior things and painting and drawing with Mrs. Luck, 4 years strong right there. Just most of my favorite teachers, Mr. Scheffler, everyone.
I'm going to miss all my friends.
I'm going to say I'm going to miss all my teachers and definitely Mr. Scheffler, my AP Calc.
Definitely gonna miss Mr. Durkin, AP US History, Frau Baird, IB German, 3 years strong. Senior cruise was a lot of fun, and Lax, definitely.
I'm gonna miss Mr. O and all the comp sci classes. Mr. Scheffler, awesome teacher, and Magistra. Latin was very fun.
Probably I'll end up missing the most would be my colleagues at the theater, as well as my friends at technology. I'd like to say, give a special shout out to Mrs. Gallo if she's watching.
Okay, guys, great job. Have a super evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, I have some terrific people behind me. Let's find out who they are.
Kat Nolf. Emily Lowry.
Angelina Castelli.
Maggie Betchart.
Scott Matthews.
Tim Miller.
Nick Weinstein.
Sean Kelly.
A lot of people out there want to know what you guys are up to, so share with us what you're doing after high school.
Getting a job. I'm going to Upper St. Clair University.
I'm going to Southeastern University.
Going to be a senior at Upper St. Clair University.
Seton Hill University. Penn State, Maine.
Penn State, Maine.
The Penn State University.
There's a lot of people out there that are very proud of you, and I'm sure you want to say hello to them. Let's give you a chance to say a shout out to those people.
Hi, Mr. Carter. Hi, Mom. Mom, Dad, Ray, Ashley.
I want to say hi to my mom. Love you, Mom. And I want to say hi to my dad and Valerie and Danny.
I want to say hi to my mom, my dad, Pat and Steph, Tracy, Amy, Brian, and Timmy, and my parents.
My brothers, my mom, my dad, the Besh Arts, everybody else's family in the group.
My family, Angelina's family, Uncle Steve-O and Mr. Sabram.
Emily's family, Peggy and Ray and Ashley, Josh, Jill, Leanna, Donna, Nate, Mr. Bauer, Joe Anderson, and Bobby Tuttle.
The Knoll family, my parents, my sister, my grandparents, Mr. Sabram, and Mr. Mannion.
Hi, Lauren Kelly.
A lot of fond memories, I'm sure, over the last several years here at Pantherland. Share with us what you're going to miss the most or remember the most.
Absolutely nothing. Football games.
I'm going to miss the cast party for Brigadoon.
Basketball games.
High school soccer season. Free mods.
Mr. Watson.
Mr. Sabram's 7A class.
Okay, folks, have a great evening. Good job. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see behind me, I have 10 very powerful people. Let's meet them.
Leah Ketterman.
Kyle Wagner.
Dana Saunders.
Marissa Murin.
Jillian Londino.
Tyler Findle.
Alexander Jonathan Shogri.
Jeremy David. Jordan Albert.
Zachary Hans Evans.
There's a lot of folks out there that will be very curious to see what you're doing after high school, so share with us your plans.
I'm going to IUP.
I'll be attending University of Dayton.
I'm going to Penn State Barron.
I'm attending University of Pittsburgh.
The Ohio State University.
The U, Ohio University.
The Virginia Polytechnic Institute and State College.
The Virginia Tech. I know my dad hates that.
I'm playing basketball at University of Pitt, Johnstown.
Penn State University.
There's a lot of people that are very proud of all your accomplishments over the past few years. At this time, you can say a shout out to them.
I'd like to say hi to Mom, Dad, Hannah, and Noah.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, dad, Brad, Clay, Gramelli, Papa Buzz, and the Alberts.
I'd like to say hi to Mom, Dad, Missa Jordan, and the Davids.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Carolyn, Cullen, Buddy, Grandma, and the Shogris.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Allie, Kara, the Findles, the groups, and my whole Thomas Studio family.
Mom, Dad, Kelly, Marley, the Londinos, anyone I forgot.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Madison, Mike, Rob, Uncle Chip, Uncle Ron, Gavin Williams, Larry Morgan, Dave Staper, John Mattig, and Barb Mattig and Ann Staper. And Leslie Morgan.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, dad, Justin, Johnny, Samantha, my Situ, anybody else I forgot, and the Saunders.
I'd like to say hi to my family, the Wagner family, the House of Size, Gavin Williams, everyone except DJ Gambridge. Yeah.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, dad, Tank, my sister, Alex, the Kettermans, the Findles, Barb and John Mattig, Ann and Dave Staper, my Uncle Mike, my Uncle Tom, my Uncle Mark, my Aunt Marta, my Aunt Gina, my Aunt Kathy.
Okay.
I think I got it all.
Okay. Okay, there are a lot of fond memories of high school, I'm sure, and a lot of things you'll remember and a lot of things you'll miss. Just share with us one or two things you'll either miss the most or remember the most.
I have to say I remember senior cruise the most.
I'm going to miss soccer seasons.
I have to agree. I'll miss soccer seasons too.
I'll miss soccer, also a dance team.
Dr. Syme.
Jim Render, definitely. Football, all of my friends.
I think I'll probably remember the most that one high school football game when for some unknown reason they supplied the entire student section with donuts, and it turned into an epic battle where people getting hit in the face left and right with donuts, super donuts that is. And I'll probably miss Dr. Syme's class the most.
Definitely gonna miss Dr. Syme's class. Football games, booing stripes. I started that. I don't even know everything. Oh, golf season with this guy. And
I forgot to thank the Murins, so thank you, Murin family.
just high school in general is fun. Hang out with these guys.
Okay, I also forgot to thank Mrs. Crum without a B, but I'll miss Alonzo teaching us all how to garden at Lexi's house, 11 o'clock at night. That was a good time. That's about it. Oh, and basketball.
There's no one on the back porch. I'm gonna miss football games, basketball games, Hilton Head. It's a lot. I had one more. I forgot it. It was a good one.
Okay, guys, have a great evening. Good job.
I'm in 10th grade, so I'm a sophomore.
I'm Jonathan Lippert, and I'm a senior.
Very good. You having fun tonight?
Yep.
Just getting started, I know. Did you go out for dinner?
Yes, we went to the St. Clair Country Club.
Oh, very nice, very nice. I'm sure you had a nice dinner there. Tell me something that was a favorite memory of school this year.
Probably senior cruise, or also in the resource center with Mr. Scheffler.
Okay, good.
Penn State for Latin with McGee, also known as BAM now.
Okay, all right. There's a story there I don't think I want to know. What are your plans for next year?
I'll be attending the University of Pittsburgh main campus.
Great.
And I will be going back to Upper St. Clair High School.
All right, good for you. I'm going to hand you the microphone, look at the camera, and say hi to Mom, Dad, whoever might be watching.
Hi, Mommy, Daddy, Julia, Grandma, and hi to the Lippert family, all of you.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Lauren, Allison, Jake, grandparents, and to the Gross family and Alexa's sister, Julia.
Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good time. And tell me your name and grade.
Laura Rolick, senior.
Benjamin Riker, sophomore.
Jenny Thompson, senior.
Chris Farba, sophomore.
Chrissy King, senior.
Leo Charlone, senior.
Okay, great. Tell me, are you having fun so far this evening?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Did you go out for dinner, limousine ride? What'd you do?
Yeah, we went out to dinner in a limo. We went to Six Pen.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Tell me something that was a favorite school memory this year. Let's start with Leo.
Lunch with Elena Zemanek.
Okay.
I'm going to also have to second Elena Zemanek. That's my favorite memory.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Probably band trip or something.
Okay. Band trip. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
Band trip.
Okay.
Magic Kingdom, Disney World, on the band trip.
Okay.
I'd have to say the band trip.
Okay. Okay. That's always great fun. Tell me what your plans are for next year.
I'll be attending Northwestern University.
Awesome.
I'm going to be a junior, so I'm just coming back to high school.
Okay.
I'm going to study IST at Penn State.
Awesome.
Junior, back at high school.
Okay.
I'm studying at Boston University.
Very good.
I'm studying at Temple University.
Good. Very good. I'm going to hand you the microphone. Look in the camera and say hi to Mom, Dad, whoever might be watching at home.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Grandma, and Chris Merchant.
Hi, Rachel. Hi, Mom. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Mom, Dad, and Liz.
I'd like to say hi to my parents, my sister, and my friends that didn't come, and of course the fair boss. Hi, Mom, Dad, Liz, Steve, Brian, Grandma, and the Rikers.
Hello, my family, my mom and dad, the Rikers, and Laura's parents, of course, and my dog, if he's watching. Hi, yeah, good boy, Leo.
Very good. Thanks very much. Have fun, guys. Group of seniors, prom 2010. Tell me your names.
Zach Feldman.
Natalie DeMeo.
Lauren Williams.
Oh.
That's all right.
Marcus Paxton.
Harris Tucker.
Meredith Borst.
Matt Flickinger.
Lizzie Kunkel.
Great looking group here. Tell me something fun. You having a good time this evening? Did you go out for dinner? What do we do?
Pictures were PNC, which was pretty cool. PNC.
Ooh, that's awesome.
We went to Mallorca for dinner.
Very nice. So they always serve like way too much food.
Yeah. Absolutely. I got a huge chicken dish. Couldn't even eat it all.
Limousine ride?
Yeah, we had a party bus, which was a lot of fun.
Cool,
yes.
cool. I'm going to ask you, what was a favorite memory of school this year?
Going to States with the tennis team.
Good.
Making it to individual Whitfield finals for golf.
Awesome.
States with the tennis team.
I have to say last day of school, getting out of school just in general.
Volleyball champions sections.
Very good.
I'm going to have to go with Harris and say, yeah, getting out of school last day.
Okay.
I'd have to say being nominated homecoming queen.
Of course. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Playing at Mellon Arena with the hockey team was awesome.
Awesome. Very good. What are your plans for next year?
I'm going to the University of Virginia.
I'll be attending Allegheny College.
Good.
I'm going to Robert Morris.
Awesome.
I will be going to Grove City College.
Good.
I'll be attending the University of Michigan.
I'll be going to Penn State.
Good.
I'm going to Denison University.
Good.
I'm going to Denison University.
Okay. All right. I'm going to hand you the microphone. Look at the camera and say hi to Mom and Dad, whoever's watching.
Okay. I want to say hi to my mom, my dad, my sisters, my grandparents, and the Holmes and the Flickingers.
I want to say hi to my mom, my dad, my grandma, my brother, my sister, and the Kunkel family.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, my dad, Brendan, Paige, the Steinbergers, and the Tuckers.
I'd like to say hi to Mr. and Mrs. Borst, Brendan, Paige, Duke, and Stanley. And if you could bear with me here, I actually have a list of people I'd like to say thank you to. I'd like to say hi to my parents, John and Linda, my step-parents, Bobby and Jay, my brother, Joe, my stepsisters, Jenna, Jess, and Laurel, my half-sister, Gabriella, my grandparents, Grammy, Grandpop, Nana, and Papa, my step-grandparents, Patricia and Horace, my aunts and uncles, Amy, Jim, and Sandy, and all my step-aunts and uncles, Brian, Brooke, Blair, Brianne, Bridget, Brennan, Barb, Heather, Dave, and Marcia, and one special final shout-out to Jan Ira Medoff.
I would like to say hi to my mom, dad, and Tara. I love you.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, my dad, my brother, Maddie, my sisters, Kelsey and Sydney.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, my dad, Anthony, Cynthia, my dog Redford, and the Feldman family.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Tyler, Lexi, and the DeMeos.
I think Harris must have the biggest family in Upper St. Clair. Anyway, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Have a good time, guys. Another great group here, Prom 2010. Tell me your names, whether you're juniors or seniors.
Danielle Engel, I'm a junior.
John Boyd, I'm a senior.
Kelly Sweeney, and I'm a senior.
Tyler Podobnik, senior.
Okay, tell me something fun that's happened so far this evening.
The bus ride here was pretty fun.
Okay, how many were in your bus?
28.
Oh my, do you have 28 at dinner?
Oh, yeah.
Did it take a while?
No, actually, not really.
Good.
We got in and out, yeah. Mallorca.
Oh, very good, very good.
It was good.
Tell me something that was a favorite memory of St. Clair, either this year or something you'll always remember about St. Clair High School.
Baseball playoff game this year. We won in the 9th inning against Shaler, and it was this guy had a walk-off hit, which was awesome.
Awesome, congratulations.
Soccer season. It was a good time.
Getting the winning hit in the Shaler game.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Our horseback riding team making it to zones this year was pretty exciting.
Very good, very good. What are your plans for next year?
I'm going to be at Upper St. Clair.
She'll be a senior at Upper St. Clair.
Yeah.
There you go.
I will be attending Allegheny College.
I'm going to Miami of Ohio.
I'm going to the Ohio State University.
Okay, good. I'm going to hand you the microphone, look in the camera, and say hi to Mom and Dad.
All right. Hi, Mom, Dad, Cooper, Josh, Sweeney family, Mikey, don't get pink eye.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Mikey, Jason, Grammy, the Podobnik family.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Grandma, Pop-Up, Jess, Jill, Uncle Tom, Aunt Linda. I think that's it.
Hi, Mom, Dad, John, Chris, and everyone else.
Thanks a lot, guys. Have fun. Seniors here, Prom 2010. Tell me your names.
My name's Tim Kikta.
Emily Coughlin.
Sam Gattano.
Margot Rizzi.
Mike the Doctor Dietrich.
Kelly Denon.
Andrew Cashin.
Morgan Molinak.
Todd Gleam.
Maria Allison.
Okay, tell me something fun that happened this evening.
Well, we went to Georgetown for dinner, and we all had individual loaves of bread.
Individual loaves of bread.
Yes,
Were they-
individual.
Okay.
Like an actual loaf.
Like a whole?
Yes, a whole
Okay.
one.
Okay, all right, good. Did we have a limousine ride?
We had a party bus.
Okay, how many in your bus?
21.
21. Okay, tell me something that was a favorite memory at St. Clair.
Senior cruise and senior banquet.
Right now. Don't know how you met me, you don't know why you can't turn around and say goodbye. All you know is when I'm with you.
Okay. All right, thanks, guys.
Honors English, junior year with Mr. Kuntz, and senior cruise.
Okay.
Blizzard of 2010 at Mort's house.
Senior cruise and cheering for football games.
I'm going to have to say the basketball Florida trip with Christian Beck.
Cheerleading in the Dominican Republic trip.
Playing football in the Blizzard.
The Dominican Republic trip and senior cruise.
Okay.
Math class 1-2 with Mr. Miller. Smell the glove, Mr. Miller.
Tell me what your plans are for next year.
I'll be attending Carnegie Mellon University and playing football there.
University of Kentucky.
Wait, go Wildcats.
Yeah.
University of Pitt at Johnstown.
Boston College.
Clarion University to play football.
Miami University of Ohio.
University of Florida for Naval ROTC.
St. Mary's, Notre Dame.
Pitt Johnstown.
University of Pittsburgh, main campus.
Okay, I'm going to hand you the microphone. Look in the camera. Say hi to Mom and Dad.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Dana, Bella Ross, Colleen Brune, Molly, my field hockey girls, and all their parents, and the Gleams.
Um,
Hi, Tyler, Mom, Dad, Joey, and the Allisons.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Ross and Ryan, Mr. and Mrs. Casson, Emily, Mr. and Mrs. Saunders, Mrs. and Mr. McCormick, Mr. and Mrs. DeSanti, and Mr. and Mrs. Allison.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Emily, Mr. and Mrs. Malinik, Ross, Ryan, William, and anybody else there.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Luke, Abe, Grammy, and the Dietrichs.
Mom, Dad, John, Zach, the entire Denon extended family, Coach Holzer, Coach Gambridge, Coach Render, Coach Travato, Coach Petragus, Coach Robbins, Coach McKinney, the Kiktas, the Parks, Nips, Dips, and everyone else.
I want to say hi to my mom, my dad, Allie, the Boyds, the Youngs, the Zotters, the Denons, and the Gatanas.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Luke, the whole Gatano family, the whole Rizzi family, and Grace.
I'd like to say hi to Mom, Dad, Liz, Pat, Peter, the McCombs, Rices, Allens, Grammy, Granddad, the lifeguards, the track team, and the Kiktas.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Matt, Ben, Emily, my sister. I know you'd be here, but you decided to move away. The lifeguards, the Coglins, Chris Biswick, and Chris Burke. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. Have a great time. 2010, tell me your name and grade, please.
Dana Ritchie, I'm a senior.
Montgomery Scott, I'm a senior.
Kristen Pancrot, I'm a senior.
Zachary B. Chesko the fourth, I'm a senior.
August Bogdanova, I'm a sophomore.
Ryan Pearson, I'm a senior.
Okay, tell me something fun that happened this evening.
We had a limo take us everywhere.
Large group in your limo?
It was just us, so it was nice. Yeah.
Good, good. Nice small group. Sometimes that's better. Did you go out for dinner?
Yeah, I went to the Grand Concourse.
Very nice, very nice. Tell me something that was a favorite school memory.
Probably the German trip to New York City.
Football and lacrosse seasons.
Probably senior cruise in the football games.
Catching the winning touchdown pass against North Allegheny.
Okay.
My 16th birthday.
Okay.
Probably winning states in tennis.
Okay, very good. Tell me what your plans are for next year.
I'm going up to Allegheny for pre-med.
I'm continuing at USC.
I will be attending the Pennsylvania State University.
I'll be attending Ohio University.
I will be attending the Pennsylvania State University.
I'm going to Washington and Jefferson College.
Okay, very good. I'm going to hand you the microphone, look in the camera, and say hi to Mom and Dad, whoever might be watching.
Okay, I want to say hi to my mom, dad, and my two brothers at home.
Hey, Mom, Aunt Sissy, Uncle Jim, Kenny, Shelly, Abby, and Reed.
Say hi to my mom, dad, Michael, and David, and the Cheskos.
I want to say hi to Mom, Dad, Andy, Jake, Nick, Juno, the Pencrots, and Natalie DeMeo.
My mom, my dad, the Pearson family, and the rest of my friends.
Say hello to my mom and dad, my dog Bella, Evan and Ashley, my sister and brother, and the Bogdanovas.
Great. Thanks a lot, guys. Have fun. Group here, Prom 2010. Tell me your name and grade, please.
Matt Handy, senior.
Allie Tobias, senior.
Ryan Kissel, senior.
Jennifer Tuttle, senior.
Steve May, senior.
Katie Betchart, senior.
Mike Messinaire, senior.
Ashley Weaver, junior.
Brendan May, senior.
Okay. Tell me something fun that happened this evening. Out to dinner, limousine.
I would say the party bus. It was fun. Everybody's hanging out.
Lots of people in your party bus?
Yeah, there's like 17 of us.
Good. Out for dinner?
Yeah, I went to Lamont.
Okay, very good. Okay. Tell me something that was a fun memory of school this year.
The librarian shushing us in the library.
That's your favorite memory. Okay.
Probably cheering at the Gator Bowl. this year. It was fun.
Missing a lot of days in Mrs. Leonard's class and having her yell at me.
Okay.
Senior cruise.
Our trip to Virginia.
Senior cruise.
The poem me and Ryan wrote in Mrs. Leonard's class.
Friends.
I'll probably say senior cruise.
Tell me what your plans are for next year.
I'll be attending IUP.
I will be a senior.
I'm going to be attending Slippery Rock University.
I'm also going to Slippery Rock.
I'm going to CCAC.
I'm going to University of Kentucky.
I'm going to Africa to study giraffes.
And I'm going to Allegheny College.
Penn College of Technology.
Okay, very good. I'm going to hand you the microphone, pass it down, and say hi to Mom, Dad, whoever might be watching at home.
Like to say hi to Mom, Dad, Lauren, Clayton, and Pete.
Like say hi to my whole family and friends in Florida.
I'm saying hi to the family and the Skyridge Drive Road.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Pat, Tracy, Amy, Brian, Maggie, and Timmy. Total family and the Messner family.
We'll say hi to Mom, Dad, Lauren, the Tuttle family, and Pete and Clayton. Wish you guys could be here.
I want to say hi to my mom, Dad, Bobby, the Tuttle, not the Tuttle family, the Vetrarts, the Tobiases, and the Mays.
The Tobiases, my mom, Dad, Cats, Carrie, Pete, and Clayton. We're going to have fun tonight, so we'll look forward to that.
I was had my mom, Dad, Zach, Ben, the Tuttles, the Kissels, and my grandma.
Mom, Dad, brother and sister, and everyone else.
All right, guys, thanks very much. Have fun. Okay, I have another great group of seniors here at Prom 2010. Tell me your names.
I'm Daniel Tuckstaper.
Molly Gallagher.
William Shea.
Allison Hall.
Garrett Maddock.
Susan McLean.
Danny Cottalupi.
Carson Murphy.
Stephen Morgan.
Madison Stromberg.
Okay, are we having a good time tonight?
Most definitely.
Okay. Do we go out for dinner?
Yeah, we went to Lamont.
Very nice. The limousine ride.
Oh, yeah. Oh, watching Tuck and Molly hook up in the back. It's quite exciting.
Okay, did we have a limousine ride?
Yeah, Christopher was our driver.
Okay. Did we have a large group in the limousine?
Yeah, we had 20.
Okay.
It was a bus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of.
All right, tell me something that was a favorite memory of school.
Probably volleyball season.
My foods class with my lovely teacher, Miss Crum.
Freshman year dance camp.
Nantucket with Steve, Garrett, Tuck, and Cheeks.
The water balloon fight held at the Shea House with Allison Hall, Molly Gallagher, and I.
Foods class 13-14 with Steve and Nikki Crum.
About 11-12.
The Ben Richardson incident at Senior Cruise.
Whoa, son. Hold it, son. Put that down.
The water balloon fight with Will and us three.
Doing Lake Tahoe, and also after a big Whippeal basketball win, Coach Holzer inviting it into the locker room to celebrate.
Okay, tell me what your plans are for next year.
I will be attending Duke University.
Duquesne University.
Virginia Tech.
George Mason University.
Virginia Tech.
St. Mary's College.
I'm going to University of Virginia.
CCAC.
OU.
Virginia Tech.
Okay, I'm going to hand you the microphone. Look in the camera, say hi to Mom and Dad, whoever might be watching.
Hello to my family and the Morgan family.
Mom, Dad, Christopher, Ryan, Craig, Megan, Laura, Jenny. 2010 White Rec team, all 3 years Lax team, and that's it. Next.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Bridget, Jimmy, Paca, Nana, Aunt Cindy, Aunt Diane, and Mr. Cottalupi.
I'd like to say hi to my dad, my brother, the Murphys, and all my family. And the Strombergs.
Mom, Dad, Ryan, Jenny, Allie, David, Megan, the Maddigs, Jiff, the Serios, the Halls, and the Gallaghers.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Katie, the McLeans, Mike, Tara, Ethan, Eli, Ella, cousin Jiff, and Lauren.
Mom, Dad, Jessica, Kimberly, Meredith, Devin, Philip,
Owen, Ellie, the Shays, the Gallaghers, and the McLeans.
Mom, Dad, Chris, Gritty, Ninny, Crinny, Desi, yeah, Papa.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Zach, Connor, Emily, the Palomidases, the Stapers, especially Mrs. Staper, the Halls, the McLeans, all of the guys' families. Oh, Peter. Thanks for everything.
Hi to the halls too.
Wait, no, because you're.
All right, Mom, Dad, Katie, and the Gallaghers, my main man, Mr. Carlupi, Larry Morgan, Mr. Maddock. Yep.
Okay, great. Have fun, guys. Thank you. All right. I have another great group of kids here, all seniors, prom 2010. Tell me your names.
Ann Villanova.
Ben Richardson.
Alonzo Diaz.
Mary Eddins.
Tell me something that's fun about this evening. Did you go out for dinner, limousine? What have you done so far?
Yes, we went to Lamont. We had a limo.
Okay. Large group?
Yeah, pretty massive, 32 people or something.
32?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have that many at dinner? Did you have 32 at dinner?
Rocking the bus.
Tell me something that was a favorite memory of school this year.
I liked when Flick put his backpack in the pizza.
College Fair, Sadie's Week, and homecoming.
Okay.
Probably when Steve sold the zookeeper's keys when we went to the zoo this year for a field trip.
Homecoming.
Okay. You guys are killing it. Okay, what are your plans for next year?
I'm going to John Carroll.
Going to Slippery Rock.
Penn State, Altoona.
I'm at Allegheny.
I'm going to hand you the microphone, look in the camera, and say hi to Mom and Dad, whoever's watching.
I'll say hi to my mom, my dad, my sisters, and anyone I left out. I don't know what.
Classic.
And the Villanovas and the Diazes. And the Richardsons. All here.
I'd like to say hi to my mom and my father, my brother-in-law, my mom, my sister, Officer Nando Nanamananu Demizikizazu, and the rest of the Diaz clan, and Mr. Shea.
Let's say hi to my mom, my dad, my grandparents, Cam, Garrett, Jimmy, Johnny, Danny, and William Daniels.
I want to say hi to all my friends and family and the Richardsons.
All right, guys, have a great time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I have another great group here, Prom 2010. Tell me your name and grade. Come down here.
Name's Joe Rust, senior.
Kristen Stein, senior.
Will Sullivan, senior.
Mallory Winter, junior.
Joseph Robert Palladino, senior.
Sammy Teal, junior.
Matthew Reggett, senior.
Molly O'Grady, senior.
Carson Lachelle, senior.
Natalie Moses, senior.
Tell me something fun that's happened this evening. We go out for dinner, limousine, what?
Our party bus driver, Barney, was awesome.
Okay, good. Why was Barney awesome?
Well,
party animal.
his name was Barney.
First. And he was a party animal.
I get it. I get it.
He let us sing karaoke.
Okay, well that's fun. Yeah. That's fun. Tell me something that was a favorite memory of school this year.
I don't know, I'd say soccer season pretty much. It's my favorite.
I'll just say senior year in general.
Soccer. No.
All the school dances.
The soccer season.
Yet to be determined.
Hockey season.
Going to states.
Definitely soccer season.
I don't go here.
It's okay. You went to school somewhere, yes?
I just like senior year in general.
Okay, all right. That's good. That's good. Tell me what your plans are for next year.
I'm going to Kent State as a journalism major.
Pre-med at Pitt.
Playing tennis and majoring in nursing at Bethel College.
The Ohio State University.
Senior year at USC.
Playing soccer at CMU.
I'll be a senior at Upper St. Clair.
The Penn State finance major.
Pittsburgh University.
Business major and hopefully playing soccer at John Carroll.
Okay, very good. I'm going to hand you the microphone, look in the camera, and say hi to everybody watching at home.
Just want to say hi to my mom, dad, Jordan, B, Leah, Jimmy, Shay, and Riley.
My mom, dad, brother, sister, brother-in-law, the Russ, and Dare to Like Girls.
Mom, Dad, and Whitney and Austin.
Hi, Mom, Dad, my brother Ian.
My mom, my dad, my grandparents.
Lisa, Larry, the Mendelsons, the Paladinos, and Miss Terry O'Brien.
My mom and dad, Court, Gucci Man T.I., welcome back to the streets.
My family, the Ragged family, Vanessa Stuckard, and the Outback Steakhouse.
Mom, Dad, my brothers, Uwe Schneider.
Cheryl, Tony, Michael, Charlie, Ruby, and Maria.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. Have fun. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have behind me 8 wonderful people. Let's find out who they are.
Samantha Schubert,
Rachel Broadland,
Hannah Hobbs,
Natalie Johnson,
Eddie Jew,
Sam Furlong,
Ryan Condello,
Roy Blair. There are a lot of people out there that are very interested in what your plans are after high school. So if you could share that with us right now, that'd be terrific.
I'll be attending Clarion University.
Gannon University.
I'm going to Wake Forest University.
I'll be a junior at Upper St. Clair High School.
I'll be attending Bucknell University.
I'm going to Philadelphia University.
I'm going to be going to Waynesburg University.
I'm going to be attending Upper St. Clair.
There's a lot of people that are very proud of you out there. At this time, you can say hello to whoever you would like.
I'd like to say hello to my mom, dad, Nana, Pap, Aunt Leslie, Angela, and all my friends and family.
My mom, my dad, Michelle, Dan, Mary, the Holmes, the Haas family, everyone I love, all my friends.
I want to say hi to my mom and dad and to my sisters, Lauren and Rachel.
I'd like to say hi to my mom and my dad and my 2 brothers, Jake and Nate, and Jimmy Frowen.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, my sister Darby, everyone on the swim team, and Jimmy Frowen.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, my 2 dogs, yes.
I'd like to say hi to my mom and my dad and grandparents and my cousin Justin. And
I would like to say hello to God first. You know, my mom and my dad, my grandmother, my uncle, family and friends, and my dog Sparky. I miss you.
Sure, there's a lot of fond memories of being in Pantherland and a lot of things that you may miss. At this time, just share with us some of those things.
I absolutely love senior cruise, senior banquet, and the 2010 Disney trip, and I'll miss all my friends and family.
All the senior activities and all 3 sports that I played.
I don't go to St. Clair, so I'm really not sure.
I'm looking forward to all the memories I'll hopefully make.
Favorite memory, being runner-up at Whippeals and swimming this year and swimming at States. I'll definitely miss all my friends and swimming.
I'll miss all the good times in marching band and yes, the Disney trip this year, all my friends, all the activities, senior cruise, and tonight.
I enjoyed tonight a lot so far, hopefully more to come. And the football games, being on the basketball team last year, and just the whole thing.
Well, I'm going to miss being a freshman, you know, getting picked on by all the seniors. No, I'm just kidding. Seniors was pretty good. You know, I'm just miss all my freshman teachers and my freshman coaches, and I'm going to be up there with Coach Holzer.
All right, Roy, sounds good, buddy. Hey, you guys have a wonderful evening. Good job.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, behind me are 8 pretty powerful Upper St. Clair Panthers. They're going to be veterans here. Actually, they're going to be alumnus here in this pretty soon. Less than 48 hours, you guys will be on your own. Let's find out who these people are.
Rachel Starr, Lucy DeBoer, Erica Fell,
Taylor Maggs,
Christian Beck,
Sam Klein,
Mike Radzikinas,
Dave Steen,
A lot of people out there want to know what you guys are up to once you graduate high school. So share with us what your plans are next year.
I will be attending Ohio State University, the Ohio State University.
I'll be attending Edinburgh University.
Duquesne University cheerleading. Returning to St. Clair University.
Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech University.
Edinburgh University.
Penn State Barron.
There's a lot of people that are very proud of you, and I'm sure a lot of people you want to share your night with. So at this time, you can say hello to whoever you would like.
I'd like to say hi to Mom, Dad, Han, the new fiance Chris, the Steens. That's about it.
I want to say hi to my mom, Dad, Allie, David, Ruby, the Radzikinuses, and my grandparents.
I want to say hi to Mom, Dad, Pap, Bentley, the Kleins, Debbie, my siblings.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, dad, brother, sister, grandparents, and the Becks.
Well, I'd like to say hello to my mom, dad, the Taylor's family, the Billicks, Coach Holzer, and my friends.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, dad, my brother Joel, my sister Marissa, my dog Champ, the Fell family, and that's all.
I want to say hi to my family. They're the greatest, and also the DeBoers.
I say hi to my family, the Stars, and G. Will in the House of Size.
Getting some shout-outs tonight. Okay, there's no question that you guys probably have had a lot of memories and a lot of things that you'll probably miss about high school. At this time, just share with us a couple of those things.
One of my favorite memories was basketball team camp over the summer. It's fun times.
The Dominican Republic trip in 13-14 with Barry and Mrs. Fisher.
Cheerleading Jacksonville when we performed at the Gator Bowl.
Spending time with my friends.
Basketball and football games, especially with my brother Harris.
I'd have to say this basketball season and just hanging out with friends.
I'm going to miss football and especially games on Friday night.
I'm going to miss soccer games and basketball games and hang out with my friends.
Okay, you guys have a wonderful evening. Good job. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Behind me, I have some wonderful young people. Let's meet them.
I'm Natalie Palladino.
Christina McCombs.
Kara Mendelson. Lindsay Moran.
Brittany Russell.
Troy Murphy.
John Columbus.
Alden English.
Mike Pizzone.
Evan James Murray.
A lot of folks out there, I'm sure, are very interested in what your plans are after high school. We would like you to share that with us now.
I'm a junior, so I'm undecided.
Penn State Barron.
I'm a junior. Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
Pitt.
John Carroll.
Washington and Jefferson.
I'm going to be attending University of Pittsburgh.
I'll be attending Allegheny College.
The Citadel.
A lot of people are very proud of you out there. This time you can shout out to whoever you like.
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, and Scout and Bruiser.
My parents, grandparents, brothers, and the Pizzones.
My mom, dad, my two brothers, Sam and Matt, and Jim Tucker. Okay, my mom, my dad, all my family, Miss Lisa, and yeah.
I'd like to thank my parents, my entire family, Troy Murphy's family, Tyler DeLong and family.
I'd like to thank my mom, dad, brother, sister, Mrs. Spazok, and Villanovas, and Miss Lisa.
I'd like to thank Miss Lisa, my mom, my dad, my stepmom, and the rest of my family.
I'll say hi to my dearest mother, my dad, my two sisters, Alana and Alicia, the Mendelsons, and Jim Tucker.
And of course, the Russells.
I'd like to say thank you to my parents, my brothers, Dom, Anthony, and Gino, and the McCombs family.
My mom, my dad, Jeff and Amy Podobnik. I'd like to say hi to Mrs. Mendelson, and I'd like to say hi to the Palladinos, of course, and also Jim Fargo. Yes.
I'm sure there's a few things that you'll remember most about St. Clair and miss the most, and Natalie will be back with us, but what we'd like you to share with us is something that you'll remember or miss the most.
Snowstorm of 2010.
The football games.
Bear hunting with Mario.
Miss Lisa chasing me down the street.
There are too many things to even think about.
Homecoming this year and senior cruise.
Just this whole hockey season.
I honestly can't think of my fondest memory. There's just too many in Pantherland. Am I right, Mr. Holzer?
That's right. Playing baseball and soccer.
Alden English passing out at the cadaver lab.
Okay, guys, great job. Have a super evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Behind me, I have a powerful group back here, and I think it's time that you get to know who these people are.
Celine Monserisier.
Lissy Kane.
Megan McDougall.
Carly McCann.
Tatiana Bravo.
Ashil Shaw.
Dylan Lease.
Kevin Yealy.
David McCurry.
Mario Arjona.
There's a lot of folks out there that are very, very interested in what your situation is next year. So share with us what you're going to be doing after high school. And for those of you who are coming back, wait, cut that. Okay, there's a lot of folks out there that are very interested in where you guys are planning to be next year. Share with us what your plans are next year. I know a couple of you will be back, and share with us what your plans are with that.
I'll be attending the University of Kentucky.
I'll be attending Virginia Tech.
I'm going to Messiah College.
I'll be attending the University of Maryland.
I'll be a senior at the Upper St. Clair University.
I am going to the University of Miami, the U, and I will be planning on studying neuroscience. Thank you.
UMD at College Park.
I'll be attending the University of Delaware.
I'll be going to Notre Dame and eventually the NHL.
And I'll be a senior at the Upper St. Clair University.
Hey, there's a lot of folks out there that are very proud of the accomplishments that you have gotten in the past several years. At this time, you can have a shout out to whoever you would like.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, my dad, Alexia, Mimi, Jeremy, the Arjonas, the Canes, the Strombergs, McDougalls, and everyone else I forgot.
I would like to say hi to my mom, my dad, my brother Josh, the McCurrys, the Monserisiers, McDougalls, the Grosses, Strombergs, the Boyds, some other people.
I'd like to say hi to Mom, Dad, Jillian, Jeremy, Tara, and Casey, and also the Yeelys, the Grosses, the Canes, the Monterisiers, and the Strombergs.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, my dad, Mike, Laura, Pete, the Leases, the soccer team, and all my friends.
I'd like to say hi to my family, the girls at lunch, Pooja, Jillian, Francesca, the Shaws, everyone.
Like to give a shout out to my whole family, the whole senior class, 2KX, and the Bravos, and my little niece Megan.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Jamie, Allison, my two dogs, the McCanns, and the Shaws, and the Kumars, and Mr. and Mrs. Freelander.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, my dad, my stepmom, Trevor, Lindsay, Dylan, the McDougalls.
I'd like to say hi to the Canes and my parents, of course, maybe my brothers, especially you, Barb. I love you.
I'd like to say hi to my parents, my mom, my dad, the Monsterisiers, all the 29 lovely other people who are in our group tonight, and all the Lax Bros.
I'm sure there's a lot of fond memories of Upper St. Clair, a lot of things that you may remember, and a lot of things that you may miss. You could share that with us now.
My favorite memory was Spain trip 2009 and Fremont 1516. Football games also.
My favorite memory was the Dominican Republic trip 2009 and Fremont 1516.
My favorite memory was the Dominican trip and AP Stats with Mr. Kaufman.
My favorite memory was the Spain trip and my 4 years on the soccer team.
My favorite memory was the Spain trip and hang out with friends.
I don't really have a favorite memory, but just the 4 years have been great, and thank you.
You're welcome, Ashil. My favorite would have to be the wrestling team and then our free mod with Dave and Pterodactyl games.
My favorite memory would have to be going to Eden Park really, really late at night and math class 9-10.
My favorite memory would have to be Ultimate Frisbee States. We're #1.
My favorite memory is definitely the Spain trip in 2009.
Great job, folks. Have a wonderful evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see behind me, I have 8 terrific young people here. Let's find out who they are.
Christine Blacka, Hannah Gross, Lauren Smith,
Katie Olibrand.
Sam Mendelson.
Matt Pfeiffer. Zach Lammel.
Ben Diffenderfer.
There's a lot of people out there that are very interested in what you guys are up to after high school, so share with us what your plans are for next year.
I'm going to Tanzania, Africa for 12 weeks to volunteer in orphanages.
I'm going to NYU in the fall.
I'm going to CCAC.
I'm going to Penn State Barrett next year.
I'm going to Miami University next year.
I'm going to Cal U Honors. I will be returning to high school.
I will also be returning to high school.
There's a lot of folks out there that are proud of your accomplishments. At this time, you can say a shout out to whoever you would like.
Hi, Mom, Dad, David, the Diffenderfers, the Smiths, the Grosses, the Olibrands, the Lammels, the Pfeiffers, obviously, and the Mendelsons, of course, and Brent Medoff. We miss you. We're so sad you're not here. Yeah.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Ryan, AJ, Emmy, the rest of my family, and the Lammels.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Taylor, the rest of my family, everyone's family's here, and the Pfeiffers.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Sean, all my grandparents, the Mendelsons, the rest of my family and friends.
Hey, Mom, Dad, Kara, Matt, the Allbrands, Sean, and Brent Stevens Madoff, the third.
Hey, Mommy and Daddy, and I guess my sister, Brent Medoff. Don't know you, but hello. I want to say hi to Mom, Dad, my sister Olivia, the Millerinos, the Phillipses, and Mrs. Arhana for taking all my pictures. Oh, and the Grosses.
Everyone's families who's here. I'm with Jakarta and my familia as well.
Surely there's a lot of fond memories and a lot of things that you'll miss about St. Clair, and these gentlemen are still rolling in high school. But tell us what you're going to miss most or remember the most about your past few years here at Upper St. Clair.
Listening to Reject with Sam Mendelson, and the football games.
I'm going to remember the Spain trip, and I'm also going to miss the football games and spending time with friends.
I'm going to remember all the senior events and just hang out with friends, and I'm going to miss the football games too.
I'll miss football games definitely, and just hang out with friends and stuff.
I'm going to miss Abram's class 1-2.
I'm going to miss playing football and student sections. I'm going to come back to high school, so I don't have to miss anything this year.
Sam.
Okay, guys, have a great evening. Good job. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Behind me, I have absolutely a great bunch of Panthers who are going to be missed. Let's find out who they are.
Irena Lanza,
Heather Taylor. Jesse Ancio.
Lexi Long,
Reggie. Brett McCormick. Joe Lakaitis.
Grant Bezak.
There's a lot of folks out there that are very interested in what your plans are after high school. Why don't you share that with us now?
I will be attending Ohio University.
OU. Ohio University.
Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
I don't even remember high school. I'm going to Franklin Marshall to play basketball.
I'm going to St. Francis University.
Indiana University of Pennsylvania, Crimson Hawks.
Big Red. Okay, there's a lot of folks out there that are very proud of all your accomplishments. This time you can say a shout out to those folks.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, my dad, my sister Francesca, my brother David, the Bezaks, and that's about it.
I want to say hi to my mom, dad, Ross, Annie, Bear, the Lakitises, the Seymours, Graham, and anybody I forgot.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, dad, Vinny, Abby, Jen, and the McCormicks.
I say hi to my mom, my dad, my sister Kelly, my sister Casey, my dog Chico, and yeah, my aunts. Okay.
I want to shout out to Lexi's family. I love them like my own.
I'd like to give it a shout out to my mom, my dad, my brother, my grandpa, the Ciancios, and the senior trip crew.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, my dad, my three brothers, my cat named Cat, my dog, my two dogs, Cece and Fulton, Connor Scott, Dakota Conwell, my pickleball partner who I failed, Lauren Rita, Will Sny, of course, my brother, Haley, Kirsten, that's about it.
My mom, my dad, Maura, Natalie, Emily, and Jackie, the Lanzas, the USC volleyball team, Reg, and Penny.
Sure, there's a lot of things that you're going to remember about St. Clair and miss as well. This time you can share with us your fondest memories or what you'll miss the most.
I'll miss the equestrian team the most, and best memory is probably Deep Creek and the Blink-182 concert.
My best memory is the Blink-182 concert last summer and just hanging out with all my friends every weekend.
I'm going to miss cheering at the football and basketball games, and my favorite memory is probably winning grand champs, Deep Creek, or Blink-182.
I'm gonna miss riding the bus with my little sister every day, and my favorite memory was going undefeated for cheerleading my senior year.
I'm going to miss the great teachers at Upper St. Clair. That's about it.
My fondest memory was the Lebo game, and I'll miss the volleyball and basketball seasons.
My fondest memory is definitely just hang out with my friends that I've known for a while, and I'm gonna miss my friends that are younger that are going back to high school.
The best memory is probably beating Fox Chapel in volleyball my senior year, 3-0, and I'm definitely going to miss my friends and the volleyball season.
Okay, great job, folks. Have a good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You know, behind me, this is just incredible. Some terrific young people that the world's about to experience. Let's find out who they are.
I'm Emily Summers. I'm Caroline Campanella.
Carrie Thompson.
Sarah Heldon.
Rocky Patera.
Mihir Khan.
Mike Boyes. And Alex Anderson.
A lot of folks out there are very interested in what you are planning to do after high school. Share that with us now.
I'll be attending Belmont University, majoring in music business. I'll be attending Penn State University next year for elementary education.
I'll be attending Ohio Wesleyan University for history and Spanish.
I'll be attending George Washington University, undecided major.
I'll be attending the University of Pittsburgh Honors College to study communications and journalism.
I'll be attending the University of Pittsburgh to study pre-med.
I will be returning to the Upper St. Clair High School University.
I'll be going to West Virginia University and majoring in vocal performance.
There are a lot of people out there that are very proud of you. At this time, you can say hello to them.
I'll say hello to my mom and my brothers and the Anderson family. Hi, Mom, Dad, Joe, the Boyes family, the Rives, Miss Millivac, and happy birthday to Amanda Gans.
Okay. First, I'll say happy birthday to Amanda Gans, and then to my parents, both my grandmothers, and my sister Kathy.
Okay. I'll say hi to my parents, my brother, my grandparents, and the Pateras.
I'm going to say hi to my mom, my dad, my sister, the cats, Zoe, Trina, Cowboy, Norman. Hang in there, Norman. Going to say hi to the Heldens, the Rives, Bruce.
I'll say hi to my mom and my dad and all my friends and family and Vaughn Campanella, and that's it.
I'll say hi to Mom, Dad, Matt, Mr. and Mrs. Campanella, Jay, Sevi, Bruce.
I'll say hi to my mom, my dad, my dog Rosie, and the Summers family.
Okay. I'm sure there are a lot of fond memories of high school and a lot of things that you may miss. This time, we would like you to share with us some things you may miss with them or things you'll remember.
Some of my favorite memories are going to Disney World with the music department, playing ultimate frisbee with the Chanticleers and all the musicals. And I'll miss pretty much all these people.
Definitely the Disney trip, senior cruise, musical, and 1-2 free mods.
Okay, I enjoyed the Dominican Republic trip, the Disney trip, and Chanticleers.
Definitely gonna remember the Disney trip and gonna miss the musicals and the fall plays.
Yeah, I will never forget the Disney trip. I'm gonna miss the musicals, Chanticleers playing ultimate frisbee, and everyone here.
I'm gonna miss the Chanticleers musical, my 5-day mandate with Mike Boyce at Disney World, and yeah, that's about it.
Well, I'm still in high school, but I had a good memory in Chanticleers and in Brigadoon this year, and my 5-day mandate with Mahir at Disney World.
Some of the things I'll probably miss will definitely be musical, the Disney trip, and definitely marching band.
Okay. Great job, Panthers. Have a good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have behind me 6 terrific young people. Let's find out who they are.
Molly Patterson.
Laura Fairgrieve.
Molly Jones.
Alexander Pinto.
Alexander Dragon.
Justin Owens.
There's a lot of folks out there that are very interested in what your plans are after high school. So if you could share that with us, that'd be great.
Next year, I'll be attending UNC Chapel Hill.
I will be attending Point Park University.
I'm going to Boston University.
Likewise, Boston University.
I'll be a junior at Pitt next year.
I'll be a sophomore at Pitt next year.
Beautiful. Got some Pittsburgh Panthers here. Nice. Okay. There's a lot of people that are very proud of all your accomplishments. At this time, you can say hello to whoever you would like.
I'd like to say hi to my family, my mom, my dad, my brother Jack. I'd like to say hi to Justin's family and the family of everyone in our group.
I would like to say hello to my family and my friend Cass, and it's my little sister Megan's birthday today, so happy birthday, Megan. Thanks for coming to pictures. And then, well, I guess the Dragon family.
I'd like to say hello to the Pinto family, even though they're never going to see this. And my family, my mom, my dad, Scott Jones, my sister, and my other sister, Sam and Allie, and my dogs.
There you go. Mr. Scott Jones, my apologies.
I guess I'd like to say hi to my Scott Jones, my family. Happy birthday to Laura's sister, Megan, and my friend Sarah.
I'd like to give a shout out to Molly's family, my mom and grandma, and to Laura's sister, Megan, because it's her birthday.
Okay, I'm sure there's a lot of things that you'll remember about Upper St. Clair High School and miss. At this time, why don't you share with us 1 or 2 things?
All right, I think my favorite memories definitely came with my Odyssey of the Mind team, especially this year when we came in first place at Worlds.
The thing I'll miss the most is Miss Cecilia's AP English class because she is so wonderful.
I'm going to miss Miss Cecilia and Mrs. Jatani.
Definitely the sporting events and just all the wonderful people I've met there.
Yeah, I miss some good teachers and friends. I didn't go to Upper St. Clair, but I was there once and they had a green man painted on the wall.
I don't go to Upper St. Clair either. I went to Chartiers Valley, and I'll miss most of my friends that I haven't talked to in a while.
Okay, folks, have a great evening. Good job. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have behind me some terrific young people. Let's find out who they are.
Haley Roberts.
Rachel Simmons.
Carolyn Bochek.
Jennifer Austin.
Sam Lee.
Adam Pekorski.
Jake Gillis.
Luke Bohr.
There are a lot of people out there that are very proud of you and are very interested on what your plans are next year. So if you could tell us what you're doing after high school, that would be great.
I'll be going to Washington Jefferson College.
I'm going to Emory University.
University of Pittsburgh.
Penn State.
Allegheny College.
Penn State.
American University.
I will be staying at Upper St. Clair High School.
Congratulations. That's awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. There are a lot of people out there that are very proud of you. This time you can say a shout out and hello to whoever you would like.
Say hi to my mom, my dad, all my siblings, my friends, and my wonderful teachers at Upper St. Clair High School.
Hi, Dad, Noah, Josh, all my friends and teachers.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Dan, Adam, Adam's family, and the Baldessers.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Brian, Kevin, Mimi, and Pa.
Hi, Mom, Dad, my friends, and Chef.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Max, Sam, and Bridget, and all my friends.
Hi, Mom and Dad, and all my friends, and my Uncle Snoop Dogg.
I just want to say hi to my family, the marching band. You've been there. Thank you. And Mike Donovan.
I'm sure there's a lot of things that you'll remember most or miss about Upper St. Clair. At this time, just share with us some of your fondest memories.
My fondest memory would definitely have to be AP Economics 910 with Ms. Shitani.
I really like senior cruise, and I'll miss Mr. Scheffler as a teacher.
I'm really going to miss Pitt Musical.
Okay, I have a couple of fantastic looking seniors here. Tell me your names.
Michael Gilbert.
Amelia Hanna. Okay, tell me something fun about this evening. Did you go out for dinner? What did you do this evening?
We went out for dinner. We have a Hummer to ourselves, so that was pretty cool.
Awesome. Yeah. Where'd you go for dinner?
We went to Piccolino's.
Oh, very nice. That's one of my favorite places.
Tell me something that was a favorite memory of senior year.
Probably dating Michael Gilbert.
Oh, aren't you sweet?
I could probably say the same thing.
Dating Michael Gilbert?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Tell me what your plans are for next year.
I'm going to CalU.
And I'm going to WVU next year.
Okay, very good. I'm going to give you the microphone, look in the camera, and say hi to Mom and Dad, whoever might be watching this in Upper St. Clair.
Okay. Hi, Mom and Dad. I just want to thank you for everything that you've ever done, and I love you so much.
Thanks, Mom, Dad, Brad, and Chris, Rye, Graham. I love you guys.
Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great time this evening.
Six tremendous young people who are definitely enjoying themselves tonight. So let's find out who they are.
Jen Augustus, Sherry Copples, Becca Dreyer,
Craig Pringle,
Joseph Jaquay,
Brian Tomachek.
There's a lot of people out there that are interested in what your plans are for next year. So why don't you share that with us?
I'm going to be a sophomore at the Upper St. Clair University.
Hi, I'm going to be a freshman at the University of Edinburgh, and I'm going to be studying fine arts.
I'm going to Case Western Reserve.
I attend the University of Pittsburgh.
I plan on finishing college up and then not using my degree.
I will be attending Penn State.
There's a lot of folks out there that are very proud of all your accomplishments. At this time, you can send a shout out to them.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, my dad, Jamie, Rachel, Jaden, and Mr. Kondo.
I want to say hi to my mom, dad, my sister, Sheena, and my dog, Lucky.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad, Samantha, and Justin, and of course, Rose.
I'd like to thank my parents and Joe here.
I'd like to thank my parents for having such a wonderful son as me, and everyone here right now.
I would like to thank my mom and my dad, my older brother and sister, my younger brother, the Augustuses for letting me take their lovely daughter out tonight, and all my friends and neighbors.
I'm sure there's a lot of memories of St. Clair or wherever you've been in the past few years. At this time, why don't you share with us what you'll miss the most or remember the most? And since you'll be a Panther for the next couple of years, you could just maybe share with us what, to this point, has been the biggest highlight.
Well, tonight's been the biggest highlight. Going to prom as a freshman's pretty big.
I guess my biggest memory is just like getting to know all my friends, and tonight was really fun with everyone here. So.
I'm going to miss all the high school dances.
I'm not going to miss anything here because I didn't go.
I'm definitely going to miss the people and the atmosphere. I've been gone for a while, and it's nice to come back and see everyone.
I'm going to say the football games and the band trip to Disney this year.
Okay. Great job, folks. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
We have another great group here at Prom 2010. Tell me your name and grade, please.
I'm Ashay Kumar. I'm a senior at Upper St. Clair High School.
I'm Tessie Burdett. I'm a senior.
James Kern, senior.
Rihanna Bellamoria, senior.
Brandon Kerber, senior.
Hillary Mantell, sophomore.
Victor Frazon, senior.
Mira Babu, senior.
Okay, tell me something fun about this evening. Did you go out for dinner? What did you do so far?
Yeah, we took pictures at Mount Washington. That was fun.
Oh, very nice. You had a gorgeous night for picture taking anyway. Did we go out for dinner?
Yeah, we did. Where did we go?
Bella Vista.
Yes.
Bella Vista.
Did we have a limousine ride?
Yeah, it was a limo.
Okay, how many were in your limo?
14.
Okay. Oh, great, good group. Tell me something that was a fun memory of school.
Of all 4 years?
Your choice. Senior year or something you'll...
I'd say meeting her.
Oh, aren't you sweet?
Well, I'd say meeting him since he said meeting me. So.
What a good girl.
Building cardboard boats in Mr. Yonkers AP physics class. That was awesome.
They were pretty cool. They were pretty cool. Did yours win?
First place.
Awesome. Good for you. Good for you.
Odyssey of the Mind.
Very good. And they're very successful this year.
Yeah.
My time on the crew team and meeting this one right here.
Oh, cute.
Mine's the same, crew and meeting him.
Eating fajitas at Tim's house.
Right.
Forensics.
Fajitas. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Forensics and probably IB English class.
Okay. Sometimes I'm curious to ask, but then I usually think better of it. Is there more to the fajita story or?
No, it's just really good fajitas.
Okay, fine. Tell me what your plans are for next year.
I'm going to St. Bonaventure University.
The University of Toronto.
I'll be a junior at Upper St. Clair High School.
George Washington University.
Drexel University.
Rensselaer Polytechnic University.
American University.
University of Michigan.
Okay. I'm going to hand you the microphone, look in the camera, say hi to Mom, Dad, whoever might be watching.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Envy. I'm my puppy buddy. Just want to say hi to the Burdettes. And that's about it. And all my grandparents, too. Thanks.
Mom, Dad, Phil, Justin, Wes, Rooney, and Christy, and all my grandparents and the Kumars and all of his family. So.
Hi, Mom and Dad, and hi, Colette and Cleo and Furby.
Hi, Mom, Dad. Hope you're not watching.
Goodness. Hey, Mom, Dad, Mantell family, and Granny and Grandpa.
Mom, Dad, Mel, Sarah, Jenna, Boomer, and Mr. and Mrs. Kerber.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Vivek, and Angelina Auntie.
Hey, Mom, Dad.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. Have a great time.
Thank you.
Okay, we have another great group here, Prom 2010. Tell me your name and grade, please.
Jeff Barkus, junior.
Barbara Balzerini, senior.
Phil Dormish, senior.
Katie Fine, junior.
Brian Popek, senior.
Katie Becker, junior.
James Klein, senior.
Catherine David, senior.
Ethan Calick, senior.
Rachel Boyd, senior.
Okay, tell me something fun that happened this evening. You having a good time? Where have you been?
Yeah. We went to Georgetown for dinner.
Do we have a limousine ride?
Yeah, we took a bus.
Okay, how many were in your bus?
A lot of people.
How many? Do you know?
28.
28, okay. Were the 28 at dinner?
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous.
Okay, that's all right. That makes it fun. You'll remember it. Tell me something that was a fun, other than tonight, a fun memory, something you'll remember forever.
Definitely a Spain trip this past summer.
Okay.
Senior cruise this year.
Good.
Being crowned homecoming king.
Probably girls soccer.
Sadie's.
One time I took the SATs here.
Okay.
I don't go to this school.
Oh, that's all right. Well, you went to school somewhere, so do you have a memory from your school?
No, I don't like my school.
All right. And the Sadie's dance was much delayed because of the snowstorm, so that's nice that that's a memory.
Playing at Mellon Arena for ice hockey.
Awesome.
The Dominican Republic trip.
Good. I've heard lots of stories from Senior Ali about the trip. Yeah, it was wonderful.
Winning states for tennis.
The Spain trip in the summer.
Okay. Tell me what your plans are for next year.
I'm going to Loyola University in Maryland.
I'm going to Davidson College.
University of Pittsburgh.
Miami University of Ohio.
Lafayette again.
Attending Embry-Riddle.
I'll be returning Upper St. Clair.
University of Virginia.
Villanova University.
I'll be coming back to St. Clair.
Okay, I'm going to hand you the microphone. Look in the camera and say hi to anybody that might be watching in Upper St. Clair.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, my dad, the Balzerinis, the Arjonas, and Matt and Emily.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, dad, Laura, Julie, and Mr. and Mrs. Barkus.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, dad, Rob, Suze, the Fines.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, dad, Jen, the Dormishes, Chakurtas, Shoops, and Crit.
I'd like to say hi to mom, dad, Molly, Michael, and the Beckers.
I don't think my parents will be watching this, but hi anyways. And to my twin sister with her delusional date in the hallway, good times.
Say hi to Brent Medoff, my mom, my dad, my sister Evie, my sister Jen, my sister Rich. He's not my sister. My brother Rich. Dylan Lewis, the Surmas, and the Davins.
I'd like to say hi to Mom and Dee Dee, Allie, Stella, Grandma, Aunt Ling, Katie and Amanda, and the Kleins.
I'd like to say thank you. I mean, not thank you. I'd like to say hi to my parents, my cousins, my grandma, the Boyds, the Goldmans, who are hopefully watching, and the Kleins.
Hi to the Calix too, and all my other friends.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, my dad, Jennifer, Alex, Allie, my nanny, grandma, the Youngs, Rizzies, Zotters, and the Calix.
Thanks a lot, guys. Have fun. Okay, we have another great group of kids here at Prom 2010. Tell me your name and grade.
I'm Nikhil Venkatesh. I'm a sophomore in college.
Catherine Lan, I'm a senior this year.
Pankaj Agarwal, senior.
Japa Patala, senior.
Rio Royce, senior.
Talia Roachman, senior.
Okay, tell me something fun that happened this evening so far. You having a good time?
I'm not sure you want to take this one.
We went to Bella Vista for dinner. It was pretty good. It was kind of mediocre, but it was pretty good.
Did we have a limousine story or something?
No, actually.
Me and Rio did
for-
not go with these people.
No, we didn't actually. We had a really classy dinner. We actually went and got 2 cheeseburgers
At Max and Irma's.
at Max and Irma's, and then we took that out to an abandoned parking lot in a corporate center adjacent to the Max and Irma's, and we had it outside a shed in full prom regalia. It was great.
At a picnic bench.
Yeah.
And some 14-year-olds came up and started smoking next to us.
It was great.
Interesting. Thank you. Thank you. Tell me something that was a fun memory of school this year. Wherever you went to school.
Probably the Pitt football games.
Okay.
They were a lot of fun.
Good.
Free mod 15-16.
Yeah. I was in Fremont with her, and it was actually a lot of fun. Good. Yeah.
IB Physics 12 with Papa John Irwin, 5'6".
The other day in art, Rio spent the entire 50 minutes painting my toenails.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, I painted her toenails once. That was great.
Okay, did we get credit for that an art project or?
Yeah, you could call it that.
It was an independent project.
Yeah, sure.
Very good.
IB art.
All right, IB art. Okay. Tell me what your plans are for next year.
I'm going to Emerson College in Boston, and I'm going because I'm better than Peter Rizzotti.
I'm going to the Rhode Island School of Design for Fine Arts.
I'm going to Emory University, probably for business.
Pitt for pre-med.
I'm going to the University of Pennsylvania for international studies and business.
Good.
And I'm at Pitt.
Okay. I'm going to hand you the microphone, look in the camera, say hello to whoever might be watching in Upper St. Clair.
All right. Hi, Ronak and Ethan.
Real friends. Hi, Mom, Dad, Brianna, Grandma, Grandpa, and everyone else.
All right, I got a big family here, so I'd like to thank my parents. All right, that's enough.
Just wanted to say hi to my mom and my dad and my brother and my grandparents.
Yeah, hi, parents. I think Pushkin. Yeah, if you're watching.
Hi, Pushkin.
Hey, Pushkin. What's up?
My mom and dad, my brothers, and Evelyn Worthington in Toronto.
I'm sure she has a few.
Very good. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great time. Okay, I have another great group of kids here at Prom 2010. Tell me your name and grade.
Connor Frazier, grade 12.
Olivia Lamo, grade 12.
Marty Pollack, grade 12.
Rachel Jones, grade 11.
Michael Switek, 1-2.
Stephanie Gilarowski, I'm a senior.
Ben Walker, grade 12.
Tally Fontana, I'm a senior.
Gordon Matthews, 12th grade.
Rachel Hopper, grade 11.
All right. Tell me something fun about this evening. Did you go out for dinner?
Yeah, we went to Monterey Bay.
Is there a limousine, a big group?
We rode on a party bus.
Okay. How many were in the bus?
20.
Okay. Do you have 20, 18 at dinner too? I mean,
Yeah,
a big group
yeah.
at
We had
dinner?
a very large group. Yeah, it was
Okay.
really big.
All right. Tell me something that was a fun memory at school.
Just all the times with my pals.
Okay.
Probably golf team.
Okay.
The Blizzard of 2010 with the Fantastic Four, and rapping with Naughty Nate and Kells.
Going to football games.
The times with the boys.
I'm going to say the golf team too.
Blizzard of 2010 with the Fantastic Four.
Football games and school dances.
I have a feeling there's a story there, but I don't think I want to know.
Football games and the Penguins playoff games.
Football games with Rachel.
All right. Tell me what your plans are for next year.
I'm still a junior, so I'll be going back to Upper St. Clair High School.
Going to the Washington Jefferson College.
I'm going to Duquesne.
Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
I'm going to University of South Carolina.
The University of Kentucky Wildcats.
Go Wildcats.
I'll be attending the Upper St. Clair High School again.
The East Carolina University. Let's go Pirate Nation, baby!
Mount Holyoke College.
I will be a Fighting Phoenix at Elon University next year.
Okay. I'm going to give you the microphone, look in the camera, and say hi to Mom and Dad, anybody that might be watching.
I'd like to say hi to the Lammels, Mom, Dad, Ridge, Pin, and Gabe.
The Frasers, Mom, Dad, Zach. Yeah, that's about it. Mom, Dad, my sister, and Sam Pickers.
The Jones family, the Pollack family, you know how we do it, and Willie Sny, shout out, baby.
I'd like to shout out to the Gilarowskis, my mom, my dad, Sean, Christy, John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, Eric Bledsoe, Patrick Patterson, and Darius Miller.
The Switeks, Mom, Dad, Steven, and Courtney.
Tyler, Huxley, and Moon, too.
I'd like to say hi to my parents, Luke, Allie, Lindsay, my dogs, Pop-Up and Grandma, and the Fontanas, and Nanny.
I'd like to say hi to the Walkers, my mom, my dad, Mira, and my grandparents.
I'd like to say hi to Brian, Ashley, Switex, the Hopfers, Grandma and Grandpa.
I'd like to give a shout out to the Hopfers, Brian and Ashley, and Erica Kren.
Okay, we have one more addition down here.
Mund and John and Joey Switek.
Okay. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Have fun. Okay, I have another great group of Prom 2010. Tell me your name and grade.
I'm Megan McKenzie. I'm a senior.
Ian Gallo, I'm a senior.
Marissa Koza, I'm a senior.
Danny Churchill, I'm a junior.
Maeve Kirby. I'm a senior.
Michael Schrott, I'm a junior.
Annie Markwell. I'm a senior.
Jonathan J.P. Powell, I'm a junior.
Tell me something fun about this evening.
We went to Lamont for dinner, and we had a cool limo.
Did we have a large group?
Yes. It got split in half. This is the other half of our group.
Okay. All right. Tell me something that was a favorite memory of school.
Oh, wow. I just loved having lunch with all my best girlfriends.
Okay.
Probably eating large fruit in Mr. Saban's class.
Probably senior cruise and Miss Cecilia's class.
Definitely Disney World.
Going to the Dominican Republic.
Yep, going to the Dominican Republic.
Probably Disney World and Brigadoon.
Disney World and soon to be France.
Okay, very good. What are your plans for next year?
I'm going to go to Taylor University.
Messiah College.
Westminster College.
I'll be back at St. Clair.
Westminster College.
Yep, Upper St. Clair again.
Boston University.
I will be studying abroad in France.
Good for you. I'm going to hand you the microphone, look in the camera, say hi to Mom and Dad.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
Hi, Mom, Dad, John, Robbie, Sophie, the Shuleys, and the Olinskis.
Hey, Mom, Dad, Missy, JP, Brian,
Yeah, that's it.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Ross.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Steph, Tommy, Coco, and the Koza family.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Senators, and the Churchill family.
Hello, family. We're having so much fun.
Hi, Mom, Dad, and Nick, and Bailey.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. Have fun. Okay, we have another great group of Prom 2010. Let's meet them.
I'm Adam Atonic. I'm a senior.
Anne Charlone, senior.
Junita, freshman in college.
Amanda Huey, senior.
Surya Ravindran, freshman in college.
Martina Caruso, senior.
Nick Granado, junior.
Eleni Romana, senior.
Okay, tell me something fun about this evening. If you're having fun so far, where did you go for dinner? What did you do?
The limo was fun.
You have a large group in the limo?
Yeah, 22.
All right. Did we sing? I mean,
A lot. Yeah, we sang a lot.
That's good. That's always fun. Tell me something that was a fun memory of school this year.
Miss Cecilia's class.
Yeah, AP English with Miss Cecilia and the Disney trip.
I enjoyed hanging out with Frank Eisenreich in his office.
AP English with Miss Cecilia and the Disney trip.
42nd Street and hang out with Ms. Nowak in her office.
The Disney trip.
Good.
Psychology.
Psychology and the Disney trip.
Okay. Tell me what your plans are for next year.
I'm going to CCUC for acting.
I'm going to be back here.
I'm going to Carnegie Mellon for voice performance.
Awesome.
I'm going to Case Western for biomedical engineering.
I'm going to Case Western for biomedical engineering.
Case Western for mechanical engineering.
Good for you.
I'm going to Marymount Manhattan College for directing.
Very good.
I'm going to Cleveland Institute of Music, Case Western's music school, for vocal performance.
Very good. I'm going to hand you the microphone, look in the camera, and say hi to whoever
Okay.
might be watching.
All right. Hi, Mom, Dad, Ralphie, the Charlones, the Joneses, and Claudia Banak.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Mike, Leo, Grandma, Scott Jones, the Metonics / Joyces, and that's it.
Hey, Mom, Dad, the Hueys, the Merchants, Leo Charlone.
Hey, Mom, Dad, Arena, Mrs. Holmes, Mr. Jones. Yeah, okay.
Hi, Mom, Dad, my brother, Bruce, Elena, Sarah, and that's pretty much it.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Tom, Dexter, Lucy, Christina, Mr. Jones, and Claudia Banak.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Gabby, Dom, and Mike. Hi, Lauren Lipper, and hi, Mr. Jones.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Willie, Alex, Max, and my yayas.
Thanks a lot, guys. Have fun. Okay, I have another great group at Prom 2010. Let's meet them.
My name's Jessie Blythe. I'm a senior.
James Lyden, senior.
Alex Freeman, I already graduated.
Emily Mela, and I'm a senior.
Okay, tell me something fun about this evening. Did you go out for dinner? What have you done so far?
We went to the Cheesecake Factory. It was very nice.
Did you ride in the limousine?
We went to Hibachi, Japan, and we drove here.
Very nice.
We changed in the car and got into comfortable clothes
Yeah.
for Hibachi, Japan.
Okay, well that sounds okay. Tell me something that was a fun memory of school this year.
Definitely like free mods in the library, hanging out with different friends.
Good.
Musical. I loved musical.
Stage crew on the last day of senior year.
Being a band manager, definitely.
It was a lot of work though, but good. I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Fun with 4 years.
Tell me what your plans are for next year.
Going to CCAC.
Not quite sure yet.
Okay, that's all right.
Westminster College.
Penn State Erie.
Okay, I'm going to hand you the microphone. Look in the camera and say hi to whomever might be watching.
Okay, hi to Mom, Dad, Charlie, and Grandma, and David if you're watching this.
Hi, David. Hi, Dad. Hi to whomever else it may apply.
Hello to everyone that is actually watching this.
Hi to Mom, hi Dad, hi everyone else who's watching this.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. Have fun. We have another great group here at Prom 2010. Let's meet them.
Kate Rogers, senior.
Brent Steimer, senior.
Aaron McTiernan, junior.
Matt Novak, senior.
Caitlin Reed, senior.
Trey Corey, senior.
Mary Collins, senior.
Joe Merchant, junior.
Allie Gilson, senior.
Stephen Crow, senior.
Allie McDonald, senior.
Okay, great. Tell me something about this evening. If you had a good time, did you go out to dinner?
We went to McCormick and Schmidt's downtown.
Yes, we rode a limo here. We had a pretty swanky limo driver, John.
John, okay. Did you sing? Did he let you play music? What was fun about the limousine?
Oh, John, oh my God, you should see him. He's the greatest guy you'd ever meet.
Okay, all right. Tell me something that was a favorite memory of school this year.
Going to the Bahamas with Caitlin and senior cruise.
Everything.
I love that attitude.
Diving season this year.
Swimming season, boys got second in Whitfield, so that was pretty exciting.
Bahamas with Kate, senior cruise and swim team.
Band trip this year. We went to Disney World, so it's pretty good.
Senior banquet was really fun this year.
The band trip.
Majorettes.
All the mathematics teachers at Upper St. Clair and the music department trip to Disney World.
I'd have to say the trip to Disney and 11-12 free mod with friends in the library.
Tell me what your plans are for next year.
I'll be attending Robert Morris University.
I'll be attending Westminster College.
I'll be attending Kent State.
I'm a junior.
I'll be attending Grove City College.
Going to Wake Forest.
I'll be attending the University of St. Andrews.
Gettysburg College.
I'll be back at Upper St. Clair.
UP.
College of Worcester.
Okay, I'm going to hand you the microphone, look in the camera, and say hi to whoever's watching at home, and then pass it down.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Alex, the Reeds, the G's, and the Underwoods.
Oh, hey, Mom and Dad, love you.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Mark, and the Simers.
Hey, Mom, Dad, Nate, Brandon, James Brown, and Mrs. Brown as well.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Colin, Tyler, the rest of my family, the Novaks, and the Rogers.
Say hi to my mom, my dad, 2 sisters, my nephew, the Collins family, James Frowen, Mrs. Frowen, the rest of the Frowens, you know who you are, and anybody else that wants me to say hi, I'll say hi to you.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Kristen, and the Coreys.
Hi, Chris, and hi, Mom and Dad.
Hi, Chris. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be.
Thank you. Grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Molly, Caroline, Mr. and Mrs. Merchant, and Chris.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Aunt Ro, Uncle Ray, Mrs. McDonald, Michael, and Adam.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Grandma, Tappy, aunts and uncles, the Crows, and Chris.
Thanks a lot, guys. Have fun. Okay, we have another great group here at Prom 2010. Tell me your name and grade.
Hi, my name's Janet in grade 12.
Misha Beckman, grade 12.
Nancy in 12th grade.
Michael, 11th grade.
DS Trad, 12th grade.
Benjamin, 12th grade.
Have you had a good time this evening? What have you done?
Well, we went out to dinner at Mount Washington.
Very nice. It was a nice night to be at Mount Washington.
Yeah, it was.
Did you have a limousine ride?
Yeah, we did. We had a party bus.
Okay. How many were in your bus?
14 people.
Oh, fun, fun. Okay, tell me something that was a fun memory of school this year.
Just all the dances, Sadie's homecoming.
Good.
All the dances, solid.
I would say the senior banquet.
Okay.
Just hanging out with these 4 in the lunchroom.
I would have to say senior banquet too. It was a blast.
Good.
There was this one time at lunch, we were all sitting there waiting for Nancy to come in, and just as she got to the table, she almost fell and almost like flat out on the floor. It was hilarious.
Okay. Sorry. All right. Tell me what your plans are for next year.
I'm going to Pitt for pharmacy.
I'm going to go to community college and work with my dad.
I'm going to go to Carnegie Mellon for economics and statistics.
I'm going back to high school.
Case for biomedical engineering.
Binghamton University, something in business.
Okay. I'm going to hand you the microphone, look at the camera, and say hi to anybody that might be watching.
Hi, Mom, Dad. Oh, hey, Mom, Dad, William, Hannah, my whole family. It's nice to see you guys.
I'd have to say hi to Mama Freed and all of my family. I would say hi to my mom, dad, little sister Melanie, grandma, aunt, everyone.
I would say hi to my mom, dad, Julie and Lauren, and everyone else in my family.
I like to say hi to my mom, dad, and my little sister Melanie.
Say hi to everyone in Upper St. Clair.
Thanks a lot, guys. Have fun. I have another great group of kids from Prom 2010. Tell me your name and grade.
Rob Scorzone, senior.
Brittany Levine, senior. Chelsea Avery, senior.
Tyler Parrish, senior.
Sarah Doherty, senior.
John Meehan, senior.
Kevin Underwood, senior.
Jen Klinger, junior.
Tell me something that was fun about this evening. What you got for dinner?
Yeah, it was great.
We went to dinner.
Where'd you go?
Grand Concourt.
Did we have a limousine ride?
Yes, we did.
Okay. Do you have a large group?
Yeah, we had to split up.
Okay. All right. Tell me something that was a favorite memory of school this year.
Probably winning section for baseball this year.
Good.
Homecoming, senior year. Prom last year.
Okay.
Weekends with my friends.
Spain.
Writing Robbie's number on my back at football games.
My homecoming.
All right.
Football games.
Tell me what your plans are for next year.
Still go back to school.
Okay.
Going to Penn State, Maine.
Community college.
Community college.
Community college.
That's all right.
Cal U. Hofstra University.
University of Alabama.
Okay, I'm going to hand you the microphone, look in the camera, and say hello to whomever may be watching.
I like to say hi to my family and the Levines.
I like to say hi to my mom, dad, and my brother Eric, and the Score Zones.
I'd like to say hi to my family and Kim and Chris. Hi.
I want to say hi to my mom, my sister, and the Parishes.
Want to say hi to Chelsea Wise. She's standing back there. Mr. Parrish, John Millen's family, and my mother.
I want to say hi to my family, the Dohertys. Huge shout out to Nate Fleming, my boy.
Oh, shout out to Max. Max and Indy.
Yeah, Max and Indy. We're there for you, brothers.
And Lou
And Lukac.
What are we saying?
Say hi.
Hi. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm thankful for. Safe family, mom, dad, brother, and the Klingers.
Okay. I like to say hi to my mom, my dad, my sister, and my grandma, and the Underwoods. Okay, here.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. Have fun.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have behind me, as you can see, a portrait of perfection right here. So let's find out who they are.
Raylan Porco. Helene Marie Brandy Marty.
Kristen Campbell.
Gabby Kratzis.
Kevin Kelly.
Tyler Clayton.
Mark Eric Brinsky Jr.
Parker Winston Phillips.
Okay, there's a lot of people out there that are very interested to know what your plans are after high school. If you could share that with us.
Attending college, but I don't know which one yet. There's like 4 of them. Slippy Rock University.
CCAC. University of Maryland.
I'll be attending the University of Colorado.
I'll be attending Princeton.
Edinburgh University.
Turning back to the high school for my senior year.
Nice, Parker. Hey, there's a lot of people out that are very proud of you. At this time, you can say hello to whoever you would like.
I like to say hi to my mom, my grandparents, my brother, Sam Pickeris, and all my friends.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Nick, friends, Gunter, Alexander, Aislinn, Annalise, Lily, Leo, Abby.
Hi, Mom, Brooke, Midori, Tyler's family, Tyler and Al, and that's it.
My mom, John, Nick, Carson, Cooper, and Baxter.
I just want to give a shout out to James,
My mom, my dad, my sister, my dog Brad, and my grandparents.
Say hi to my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, the Brandys, and my 2 dogs.
I say hi to my family, the Porcos, Alex Kennedy, and Walter Kapler, and Connor Scott.
I'm sure there's a lot of fond memories or a lot of things about Pantherland that you'll miss or remember. At this time, you can share that with us.
Spain trip 2009 and the Chapitos. España con Chapitos.
I'm going to miss hanging out with my friends.
My memory is yet to be made on senior trip 2010.
I'm just going to miss my friends. Yes.
Miss all my friends.
All my buddies.
Spain and chillin'.
Okay, Panthers, have a great evening. Good job. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Behind me, as you can see here, I have some incredible young people. Let's find out who they are.
I'm Carolyn Rogers.
Carolyn Vespa.
Colleen Casey.
Sarah Walters-Lezak.
Amanda Gans.
Zachary B. Chesko IV.
Dan Shea.
Mike Mackwick.
Everett Altair.
Nathaniel Bletcher.
There's a lot of people out there that are very interested in what you Panthers are up to next year. So why don't you share with us what your plans are after high school?
I'm going to be attending the Penn State Honors College.
I will be attending Wake Forest University.
I'll be attending the University of Notre Dame.
I'll be going to Penn State University. I'll be going to St. Vincent's College.
I will be attending the Pennsylvania State University.
I will be attending John Carroll University.
I still have a year of high school left.
I will be attending the College of William and Mary.
I will be attending Upper St. Clair High School.
There's a lot of folks out there that are very proud of you, and I'm sure you want to say hello to them. You can do that now.
Want to say hi to my mom and dad, my little sister Kelsey. Want to say hi to all my family, especially my grandmothers, and my friends and all their families.
I want to say hi to Mom, Dad, Stacy, Brad, and the Alters.
I want to say hi to my mom, dad, sister Erin, grandparents, and the Mackwicks.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Michael, Diana, Grandma, and Annie, and all my friends and their families. I want to say hi to my mom and my dad, Nicole, Haley, the rest of my family, and all of my friends and their family.
I want to say hi to Mom, Dad, Andy, Jake, Nick, Juno, the Ganses, and Natalie DeMeo.
I want to say hi to my mom, my dad, Jack and Thomas, my grandparents, everybody came out for my grad party, and yeah.
I want to say hi to my mom, my dad, Grandma and Grandpa, Steven, the Caseys, Kara, Paul, Matthew, Michael Iannucci, Michael John Iannucci, Natalie Hess.
I'd like to say hi to my mom, my dad, my sisters Maddie and Lizzie, and my brothers Graydon and Harris, and the Vespas.
I want to say hi to my dad, my family, Grace, and especially my mom.
I'm sure there's been a lot of fond memories that have been created and a lot of things you'll miss about Upper St. Clair. At this time, why don't you share a couple of those with us?
My favorite memories were going to Disney World with my best friends and going on the Dominican Republic trip.
My best memories are cross country, winter, and spring track, and my 4x8 girls.
I'd have to say senior cruise.
Senior cruise and definitely hanging out with my best friends. My favorite memories were the Dominican Republic trip, Disney, and the ton of season.
I have to say my favorite memories are dropping 27 points in rec against Kelly Green and German 15-16 junior year.
My favorite memories are just hanging out with people from USC that I'm friends with, and yeah.
Winter track and spring track was fun. Also, Mr. Hogia's 15-16 English class.
Cross country and outdoor track.
Favorite memories are all the memories I made doing all the activities I do.
Great job, folks. Have a super evening. Thanks. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a tradition for the last at least 11 years, or even before I started doing this, to introduce the leaders of the senior class and student council. These 10 folks behind me were elected by their peers to be in charge of student council and senior class, which holds gives them a lot of power, but also shows that their peers how they felt, and they were all voted in. So what I would like to do at this time is just have them introduce themselves and their position. And when we get to the end here, we'll bring the mic back, and they'll talk a little bit about their memories of homeroom, because for 3 years they were with the same people, and then this year they were with a different group.
My name is Alonzo Diaz, and I was an elective executive officer.
My name is Maria Allison, and I was senior class president.
Tyler Podovnik, executive officer.
Daniel Tuckstaper, student council vice president.
Stephanie Gilarowski, I'm a class secretary.
Kelly Sweeney, executive officer.
Christian Beck, treasurer. Danny Catalupi, student council executive officer.
Alex Shogri, student council president.
Phil Dormish, senior class vice president.
Talk about your memories.
Okay, my favorite part of homeroom was it was the first year I didn't get yelled at for talking in homeroom, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah, my favorite part of homeroom was my tardies went down dramatically. Freshman year, I got detention for being late. This year, I didn't have a single tardy, so that was great. And putting together a whole Baja performance with Ms. Lloyd and Coach Holzer was pretty awesome.
The best part of homeroom was I could always look forward to great characters here, and I could always come to homeroom happy because everyone was happy with each other.
I had a good start of the day seeing Zoe's antics, whether it was listening to an iPod or just saying Z's.
I'm going to have to go with Zoe singing Juicy every single morning and everyone else being able to hear it and sing along with them.
Zoe would also sing Return of the Mac every morning, so that was always good. But just seeing everyone's bright and smiling faces made me want to go to school in the morning.
I'd have to say, along with Alex, I didn't have any tardies this year, and Christian's jokes and Alonzo's weird noises that he would make.
I'd probably say everything everybody else said, and just getting to do things with each other, getting out of class to count ballots, and so forth.
Yeah, I obviously agree with everyone else, and I agree with Steph with Zoe's strange noises. Also, checking if Zoe had pit stains before homeroom already.
Well, my favorite about homeroom was just coming in and seeing everyone, and everyone was just happy, and you were always greeted with a smile from Coach Holzer or any of the people in homeroom. It was great. And I was in charge of XM Radio. Yes.
At this time, and I know all these Panthers will agree with me, we absolutely have to acknowledge Mrs. Sheila Lloyd back here for everything she does. Yeah, she couldn't do it without her, that's for sure. And I want to say to you guys, good luck. You were awesome and showed tremendous leadership in your own way as a group. And it was really, really nice and enjoyable to see you guys grow this year. I'm going to miss you a lot. You were awesome. And we are signing off Prom 2010.